of Montreal Talk. My name is Sabrina Delesio and I'm the host of this show. We will be discussing the issue of language in Quebec with today's guests from South Shore, Jean Trompe. From West Island, we have John Smith. From Montreal, Amanda Stecchi. And our newest arrival from Italy, Miss Julia Condutori. Firstly, what is your opinion about language in Quebec? Are you a victim, culprit, or beneficiary of the language issues? What do you think about this, John?
Growing up as an Anglophone in Quebec, I know that I'm a victim. Let's go. The French language is being forced upon me. I can't even go to my local Tim Hortons and order a coffee in English. They will not serve me in English, they force me to speak in French. Which, by the way, Tim Hortons is a Canadian company, founded by an Anglophone Canadian hockey player.
And that's why the coffee's so terrible.
Because my French is so weak, I can't even get a real job here. There are just less and less opportunities here for people like me. Because of you French people.
And Mr. Tremblay, what do you think?
Unlike Mr. Crybaby Canada, Tim Horton loving man over there with his crappy coffee, the real issue is I am the victim. Look, I'm being forced to speak English in Quebec. We were here first. This is my natural language.
You're in
French.
Canada.
Quebec. Here it's Français and Français only. You don't like it? Get out.
Well, I moved here recently from Italy, and I don't understand why there's a problem here. Why is there such an issue on French when there's so many different cultures living here? I guess that makes me a victim.
And Mr. Checki?
Well, because I speak both English and French, I believe I'm a beneficiary. Knowing two languages is an advantage. It's not a bad thing. If you choose to speak only English or only French, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage, and you're missing out on a great opportunity that we have here. And of being bilingual, it's a great thing.
How did this become an issue in Quebec? Let's start with you, Mr. Tremblay.
Because the English took away our rights, our culture, our way of speech. It's all their fault. We are losing everything and we're just trying to get back which was originally ours. You are thieves, you know that.
Freaking buddy over here thinks we're still in the 18th century.
Then what year is it?
Wake up! We're in 2014! Turn the freaking page!
guys,
Oh, it's blah, 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 blah.
You're both right, but both wrong.
I'm more right.
Both wrong too. Historically speaking, in the 18th century, when the English Empire took control, the English citizens and loyalists were prioritized by the people and treated...
And so they should be.
But the French people were treated very poorly. They were treated almost as third-class citizens.
Well, they are.
And this lasted until Canada made Canada an official bilingual country in 1969. To further protect the French language and culture, René Lévesque introduced Bill 101. However, this bill made French the dominant language, and it was meant to keep the French culture and is now being used to oppress other languages and other cultures.
See?
We're not oppressing nothing.
I don't know very much about this debate, but I heard about the Pastagate situation, and I never knew it was a French or English word.
Pasta is English.
It is not English.
It's
talking to
English.
an Italian. It's Italian.
Interesting responses. Now, do you believe the French language is still in danger in this period in Quebec? Let's go back to you, Jean-Guy.
The French language is dying simply because of the constant use of English in a French country. All these immigrants coming here speaking English and not French. You should be speaking French if you move to Quebec. French only. Even Mr. Parizeau said it best. The only reason we don't have our own country is because of the ethnics.
Oh, great example using Parizeau, who is a freaking drunk racist who couldn't even give a sober speech. If that is your example of a Quebec hero, then you French people have more problems than you think.
I'll go back to your Tim Hortons.
I don't understand why you think your language is an issue. Everywhere you go, all you see and hear is French, French, French.
Really? I don't see that.
Mr.
Just
Checki,
take a
how
step
do you feel?
outside.
Well, actually, I don't believe the French language is in danger either. I believe the reason people believe that the French language is in danger is because of politicians, especially the Parti Québécois, who use Montreal as their only example of English and diversity.
It's pronounced Montreal.
Why is Montreal their only example? It is not the only city in Quebec. There are multiple cities who only speak French. every time you travel outside of Montreal, the dominant language is definitely French. So I don't understand. I don't believe it is in danger.
This has been definitely proven a heated debate. On to the next question. Do you think having French only affects everything in our economy? Let's start with you, John.
Oh, freaking yes, it does. How are tourists that do not speak French supposed to get around in this province? Especially when there are even businesses here that refuse to serve people in English, in the only language that these people speak.
As far as les touristes go, they should have the respect to learn French before coming here. They
Without
can't speak
these-
our language, then stay the hell out.
Well,
Okay,
without
okay,
these
okay,
tourists,
okay.
the
So if
Quebec
you're ever-
economy is going in the hole.
Crap hole, the only reason it's crap hole is
If
because
you're
of
ever
unwanted
planning
people.
on visiting Italy,
Opinions.
make sure you learn Italian
I know how to
first.
speak on
That
Italian.
doesn't sound
Buongiorno,
really
there you
nice.
go.
Now
there.
does it?
Oh, no, go back to Italy.
Ms. Sucheki.
Well, I actually agree with the tourist aspect. However, the international business language is English. So
See?
Said by English
that this
people.
limits us in the business world. Giant corporations who don't want to change their policies and their language laws, they have to spend millions of dollars to make these changes, and they don't want to do it. They'd much rather move out of the province. Even new companies, they choose rather to start up new, they'll open in another province because it's too much money. It doesn't make any financial sense. So yeah, I believe this has a negative effect on our economy because it directly affects the jobs, which affects the economy.
Only thing affecting the economy is the ethics taking our jobs.
That's a very interesting point, Amanda, and a very good statement from you, Julia. For our final question, what is your ideal vision of Quebec?
It's simple. Quebec is un pays. That's it. 100% French pour les Québécois. And the Canadians who wish to be a part of this country should be known as les habitants and then conform to our way of life and our culture. No more will we give money to Ottawa for whatever reasons they don't deserve it. We'll have our own national anthem, which will be much, much cooler than the old Canada, blah, 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 blah. And when Madame Marois wins this election on April 7th, you'll see when we have our majority, and then when the Quebecois people say, yes, we want our own country, so all of you get out if you don't like it.
You want to know what my ideal version of Quebec is? First of all, Madame Marois will not win. That's just first of all. My ideal Quebec is to rid Quebec of all you arrogant, racist French bastards.
I moved here for a better life. I wish that one day everybody could live as one, where no one is biased for the language you speak or what you believe in. I wish all the arguing would stop and people would focus more on important things such as jobs, healthcare, and keeping a roof over our heads.
I'd have more jobs if you didn't move here.
Ms. Sucheki?
Well, it may sound harsh, but my ideal Quebec is where people like you and you don't exist.
Hey!
I know.
Grazie.
We have to remember that the roots of Canada is not just English and French. There are many cultures. You seem to forget this. And furthermore, I don't understand why you guys are complaining, because the real people who should be complaining are the Native Americans.
The native who? Oh yeah, the Quebecers, you're right.
They not only lost their language,
You're right.
they lost their land,
Yep.
their identity as
Yep.
well. If you think
Guys,
you have
we
it
don't
bad,
know.
Mr. Jean-Guy, you should live a day in their lives. Come back and tell me how bad you really have it.
But we are the natives.
All in all, if everyone was educated properly on these language issues, we would realize that there's no real issue. And it's just being used as a fear tactic by these politicians just to get their way.
Well, that's all for today's show. Thank you for our guests for this interesting debate. For our first show, there will be some very strong opinions brought by our diverse guests. As you see here, it is clear that this is a very sensitive topic. Excuse me, no thanks. Well, we hope this allowed you to create your own opinion and encourages you to educate yourselves on for this topic. Thank you for watching. I'm Sabrina D'Alessio, and we'll be seeing you next week on Montreal Talk with the next debate of LGBTQ.